Hey everyone, Dr. Foster here, the success coach with MaximumChange.com. Just saw something cross over my timeline on Facebook, and it was talking about writing things down, and I got really excited about it because that is part of my coaching process, is that I work with my clients to write things down. In fact, I put together a success journal, show you there, a 1-year personal success plan, where you get to daily write down the things that you want to focus on, and it helps you to stay focused there. If you're interested in that, just click on the link on the side here for MaximumChange.com and click on the book tab on our website. But here's what I'm excited about. I teach, I coach, I preach, however you want to define it. I talk often about writing down your goals and your daily focus and daily habits. And what's interesting is I've been doing this for a while, and I use just a really inexpensive book that I bought from Walmart, and it just has some very basic lines on it, and it's a spiral ring, and I think I paid like $5 for this, and every day I write down in this notebook thoughts that I'm having, things I need to work on, things I need to stay focused. And also I use my success journal. Even I use it because this is a tool that I use to write down things that I want to accomplish today, things that I'm wanting to affirm myself in, and goals and so forth. So it's really powerful. But here is the cool thing. This is what I tell my clients all the time. Back in the year 2006, 2007, my life kind of blew up. It just blew apart. It was craziness. And so at one point I just sat down and I'm like, I've got to get my head back on straight. And so I wrote down several goals that I wanted to focus on in the coming years. Now here's the crazy thing. I tell this story all the time, but I lost that list, and that's why I preach having a notebook so you can find the notebook. If you lose the notebook, then that's another issue. But write down your goals, your ambitions, your dreams, your hopes. Write them down. So I wrote them down. It was like 5 or 6 of them. I don't remember how many now. I wish I had kept that list because I did find it later, and I'll tell you about that in a moment. So I wrote down these things that I wanted to accomplish in the coming years. And there were things like write a book, go back for my doctorate, to do a couple other things. And so I lost that list in the craziness of my life at the time. And eventually, a few years later, I was going through papers and I was getting ready to move and do some things, and I found the list. And the cool thing about it is, this was a couple of years later, the things on the list I was either in process of doing, I had just started doing, in process of doing, or I was almost completed in that process. Now, at the time, I said I wanted to write a book. Since then, I've written 4 books. Now, this was, again, about 2006, 2007 when I wrote this down. And at the time of this recording, it's 2018, and I've written 4 books. And I've been a successful coach since 2005, and I've coached thousands of people around the world in these very techniques. So here's the power in it. Write it down. Even if you lose the list, what you have done is you've activated in your subconscious mind the things that are most important to you. Now, you'll see things like Napoleon Hill and other New Age thinkers that'll say that you're activating it into the universe. I don't care what phraseology you use, techniques and thought processes to get to that place. You can call it God, you can call it the universe. I really don't care. I have my belief system. I know what I believe. I can't be swayed from that. But here's the point. Write it down, and for whatever reason you need it, write it down and activate it with written word, and then speak it out loud so that your brain and your ears can hear it, and activate it in your subconscious mind. And then set out every day to stay focused, stay laser focused. If you need help with that, reach out to me on my website. Again, the link is over here, MaximumChange.com. You can follow us on Twitter. We're on Instagram. We have a blog. Just check us out. All of our social media links are listed on our website at MaximumChange.com. I just want to encourage you, today is your day to step into your success. Today is your day to go after what it is you want. Do not settle for less. You deserve the best. You deserve to be great. I'm Dr. Foster, the success coach with MaximumChange.com. So glad you could spend 5 minutes with me. Have a great day.